Wait. What class year are you?
What?
We're in the class of 2020.
All of you?
Yeah. Right?
Are we really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all.
You're 2020?
Yes.
Oh shit, we all are. The class of COVID.
Next up, bro.
Hey there guys, welcome to Tam Talking After Midnight. I'm Jesus, here's Omar and Carlos. Today our subject is going to be a little bit child memories. In school specifically, we're going to go kinder, middle school, and then high school. So do you guys have any crazy things that went on in your elementary? First of all, what was your guys' elementary?
I went to Lamson Elementary.
Lamson Elementary?
Evans
Evans?
Elementary.
I went to Lowell Elementary. I've never heard of those elementaries, by the way.
I've never heard of yours.
Wait, where'd you go?
Sunkiss.
Sunkiss?
Sankis.
That's a soda.
That's
We're asking for a soda. Oh, the school, sir.
Yeah, Sunkiss. I like soda.
Well, how'd you guys like your let's say elementary?
One memory I have from elementary school, it was from kindergarten, and we were reading about the Gingerbread Man, and my teacher made a whole scavenger hunt, and she made clues of like, she said that, oh, I brought you guys a gingerbread man for class today, and she brings out a tray and it's all empty. She's like, oh no, where has it gone? And he's like, oh no, oh, look at this, he left a note. And the first clue, we had to go to the lunch tables trying to find the second clue. We found it, and when we found the second clue in the lunch tables, it told us to go find them in the nurse's office.
So it was a scavenger hunt?
It was a scavenger hunt
For cookies?
for the Gingerbread Man.
Oh.
The Gingerbread Man, and I'm just remembering this. Since the second clue was to go meet him supposedly he was at the nurse's office. I found it funny. Once we got to the nurse's office, there was a kid with not a broken nose, a bloody nose. And I'm just realizing, just a kid right there with a bloody nose, and a bunch of other kindergartners just looking at him. We're trying to look for the Gingerbread Man.
You should have asked him.
No. And after that, the last clue was like, I'm actually where we started, and he was back in our classroom. So we go back to our class. Our teacher goes back to the tray and like, oh, he's been here the whole time. And then she just starts slicing him up.
What the fuck?
That's so brutal.
I didn't.
So we
Completely chopped his head off.
You said you can't be playing
After you all were invested in finding the damn muffin.
Yeah, so
Wait, so it was just one big cookie?
I think it was a brownie. It was because it was in a cookie. It was a brownie because it's cake.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I got a piece of his leg.
Great. What about you, Carla?
I mean, my bad. I can't remember what grade it was in. I think it was 5th grade. But we were heading to lunch and all that. We get out of class, we're going to lunch, and then 3 of us had to go back to go get our lunches because we forgot them in the classroom. And we go back, the custodian let us in to get our lunches. He leaves us alone, just told us to close the door because it was already locked. And we're like, okay, we'll close the door when we leave. So he leaves us alone. 3 kids in the classroom, no supervision, no nothing. So we were fucking around in the classroom, and one of the students went to the teacher's chair. And what happened was the teacher, the student jumped onto the teacher's chair and broke it. Okay. And we're like, I had turned around with my friend looking back at the one who jumped on the chair. And we're like, what was that? And we're like, I think I just broke the chair. We go look at it, try to see if we could fix it. Because we're like, oh, fuck, we're the last ones here.
What grade were you in?
I think it was 5th grade, maybe 4th.
Yeah, they were going to fix
But
it.
we were like, oh, fuck. No, it's us because we're the only ones who came back for our lunches and no one else was able to come in here. And, we try to see if we can fix it and all that. And we couldn't. And we leave with our lunches and all that until we come back to class. The teacher sits on the chair, and the 3 of us are like sitting pretty close to each other. So we all look at each other like, oh fuck, like.
She's sitting on the chair.
Yeah. What was it? He was sitting. He went back to his chair to go sit down because when he was done telling us what to do, he went to his chair to go do his, his paperwork or whatever he had to do.
Okay, what did he do on the chair?
And when he sat down, when he was sitting down, we all looked at each other like, "Oh fuck!" Like, we'll see what happens now. And he's just like, "Who broke my chair?" And we're just like, "Oh fuck!" And then
He couldn't turn or what?
Huh? No, like the chair was like. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was able to turn. I think it was like more like when you sit down, the chair leaned back. Like when you didn't mean to, it leaned back on its own. So,
Dude, he could have hit the fucking board on the back of his head.
so, the student that broke the chair confessed, and I was just like, "Why?"
Oh,
you do
wow,
it?
really?
And confessed, and I was just like, "Why? Like you didn't even have to."
Well, what a nice kid. Yeah.
But after that, I told him like, "Why'd you confess and all that?" And he was just like, "Cause I got scared." I was just like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, they were gonna hunt him and his family down.
Yeah, that happened to me in elementary. That happened in elementary for me. What about for you?
Like the first thing that came up on top. What grade were you when that happened and the gingerbread thing?
For me, it was kindergarten.
Kindergarten, and then you were in fifth grade. Mine was fifth grade too. There was like, do you know how there's like always like a horrible kid, like a bad kid in the class? Yeah, he was like fucking around again, And then like the teacher was like constantly telling him like, no, like sit down or blah blah blah. And like I'd gone to the restroom, right? And then when I came back, like not even, like literally the second I came, like I opened the door and I see, and the teacher just slaps the fucking kid. Like, yeah. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, bro, I didn't even say anything. I just sat down. I was like, what the hell was that? And I was like, did you just slap him? Like everyone was kind of like, did you just slap him? And then so we were like, okay. And then the next day after, that's when the assistant principal came. Yeah, and he's like, hey, Jesus, can I talk to you? And like, yeah, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I was a bad kid, but I was like, I had not done anything recently. And so I was ready to defend myself, Like, you guys are setting me up, yeah. And I go out there and he's like, hey, like, so do you remember? I don't know how the hell they caught me, like, leaving my classroom, like, coming back or whatever, but they're like, so you remember anything that happened yesterday? I'm like, my whole day, like, what do you mean, And they're like, when in the classroom, everyone's talking about what they're talking about, And I'm like, oh, so do I bury this teacher or do I bury the kid, So I was like, so I buried the teacher, bro. Yeah, I was like, I went in there and all I saw, okay, was the hand on the face. I didn't see no slap. I told them that, I didn't want to say anything bad, So then after that, they started calling up a bunch of kids. And apparently, she slapped the kids. They removed their license, and she didn't work there anymore. And it's like because she had me and my she had me as when we were kids, like me and my brother and my sister, all of us. So that I was the last one. I was like, damn, like you really had to fuck up play that, bro. I was like, damn. And the next teacher came in. She was hot. Yeah. What middle school did you go to?
For middle school, I went to Portola Middle School.
What about you, Carlos?
Roston.
Roston? What the hell? What about Justin? What about you? Sycamore.
I'm pretty sure you were sick of it, weren't you?
Sick of wanting more. Stop. That was cringe. I went to Mendes Fundamental.
Mendes?
Yes.
Shawn Mendes?
That's the homie. Yeah. Just kidding. You know who came to our school one time? The fucking, oh my god, the progressive guy. The progressive guy, you know Flo, the progressive lady, and then she was off of TV, and then they brought in that guy, the white guy with like the blonde hair. Yeah, that guy came to our school, and he was just kind of walking around promoting insurance for. We're like, what the fuck? Yeah, what is he doing?
Promoting insurance.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like too. I was like, no one's here is a big fan of you, dude. You're like an insurance guy. What are you doing? Like, am I supposed to be like
no one here? No one here knows about like insurance.
The progressive guy. So nothing crazy happened in your guys' middle school? Wait, really? Nothing crazy happened in your guys' middle school?
In my middle school?
That I can remember.
Are you serious? Didn't you guys ever have those like middle school fights or something with like other school?
Middle school
fights?
Yeah, dude, they had these this thing where like Mendes was like going against like Lathrop for like, I don't know, bragging rights of whole school is better, but like it's not like anyone loves school. Like, what the fuck are you doing defending Mendes for? Like they're acting like they're so righteous about school, and then the next day they'll like ditch or something. Like, what the fuck? I never understood that. I was like, why are you guys fighting? Like, And like one time this Lathrop dude passed by. He was going by Mendes territory. I give him, that was pretty brave. Yeah, but it was three of us, and like he was just like, fuck Mendes, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, I agree. Fuck minutes. I don't like school either. You know, like I wasn't gonna fight him for that, but I don't know. That was like I was that we had that, bro. Yeah. And they all met up too. They met up like at this park, and it was like supposed to be like 30 fucking kids. There was like 30 kids, yeah, and like that shit happened, yeah, legit. And like the last time it happened, like the cops came because they knew they were like it was gonna. It was like a literal day that happened every year, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna get down with the other schools for like no reason at all.
So you had a gang fight, basically.
I don't even want to call it a gang fight. It was like a school, like who had more spirit, you know? Like,
They really showed me.
yeah, I don't know, but I can't believe you guys never had any crazy stuff.
I mean, that I can, for me, and
any teachers that were like weird or anything?
I was more of like a quiet kid. And
But you didn't have like any weird kids? You guys don't remember some weird dude that was like, you guys want to smell my cheese or something like that? Or like maybe some teacher? No teacher? You guys don't have like no weird teacher?
I had weird teachers, yeah, but the craziest thing that happened to my school, well, it's been a while. I can only recall two. One was like kids were caught drinking tequila during lunchtime.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
in your middle school?
In my middle school. Yeah.
People are retarded in this
That's one crazy thing. The other one was I don't know if you guys remember that whole trend, the Charlie trend, where you put two pencils together. Well, these kids went to like the handball courts and they did again. They were gonna do the Charlie, are you here, right?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And they did that, right? And I guess it moved, right? It moved, and everybody was freaking out. And then this one kid, his nose started bleeding, so kids started freaking out even more.
Oh, fuck.
But those are only two crazy things that happened to my school, I guess.
Wow.
We had a dog come in our fucking school.
There was a dog, all right.
In my junior high, our drama teacher at the time molested a couple boys.
Oh god. He was like, I got money. He was like, I got.
That was crazy. Yeah, but yeah. So basically, he looked like really beat up. Like
Wow, dude.
it looked like he came out of like a house fire. Like,
He got beat up by
super
like
scarred.
who did the parents beat him up or what?
No. So he came out like, or the way he looked like super scarred. His like eyes are like two different like levels, like skin around the eyes. He looked like really gross, right? But he molested a couple boys and girls.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah,
Played for
wow.
both teams.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, that happened. I mean, I guess that's a memorable.
I guess that's a memorable, more like traumatizing. That's that. I mean, that happened in my high school. The coach, he apparently was like a pedo, and like then they caught him. And like he was like, nah, and he was all crying and everything, and like, nah, and like, it's funny because you want to feel bad for him, but then you remember like, no, this guy's a fucking pedo. Like, why is he acting not like that? You know. So I went to Santa Ana High School, and I'm proud to admit that it was pretty ghetto. It's pretty ghetto. Yeah. I mean, not the time when I was there, it was getting like less ghetto, but like, man, before they had like gang members shooting, and, like people were like, no, this is my lunch table and shit like that. You know, like, what high school did you guys go to?
I went to Orange High School.
I went to Garden Grove High School.
Oh, that sounds pretty.
Oh, Santa Ana, Orange, Garden Grove.
Hey, what the fuck? What about you, Huston?
Oh
Oh, wow. And we're all talking about. Never mind, I'm just gonna take the cake, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, our high school is crazy. Anything happen to you guys at Garden Grove High School? Huh?
I mean,
Any plans?
there
for
was,
it?
in one day, there were 5 fights.
Wow, really?
Yeah, in just one day. There was 3 of the fights were guys, of course, like just guys. And then 2 of the fights were girls. Those girls were the same girls that were fighting either way. One, I believe, was in the restroom, and then the other one was in the classroom. And then the guys were fighting during lunch, during class, and then I think both of them were during class.
The same set of dudes?
Same set of dudes. Only because this fight was Samoans and Mexicans.
Oh, damn. Oh, dude, who won, man?
Who do you think would win?
The Mexicans?
It was the Samoans. Samoans, bro. They crazy strong.
They're built different.
They built different. Like, bro, like that ass. Like, it was like, I think it was almost close to like lunch being almost over, I want to say. And just a fucking fight broke out of nowhere. Just I can't remember how it happened, but like, but like these fools just got down. I think they like stomped on a couple people there. I believe they broke someone's jaw. And then when we were going to class, one of the guys that were in that fight, I knew him, and he had a class next to me, like next door, and he was outside just chilling, and he was outside because he broke his hand, I mean. And me and my friend, when we had the same class, we saw him outside. I told him, I was like, "Hey, look who's outside," and we're like, "Oh shit!" So we go towards the door, and we were talking to him, and he fucking broke his hand, and I was just like,
I'm good, bro.
nah, he was just like this and
He's
all
like
that.
dabbing you up with the broken.
He was like this and all that, and I don't even think he went into class. He just dipped. Cause I mean, like he was in a fight, broken hand. Like what the fuck is he gonna do? But yeah, that's happened in my school. Too many fights.
What about you, Omar?
Oh, for me, looking back at it, for me, it's not that weird. There will be a fight every other week. Nothing crazy like broken hands, broken jaws. The craziest thing. Well, I went to Orange. Yeah. The craziest thing, I'm pretty sure I'm legally not allowed to say. So I'm gonna go to the second thing.
Whoa.
But like I guess it's not that crazy. Like so at the time, people were freaking out, but supposedly a guy went into one of the restrooms, and he started writing down on the door like, "Oh, on this date, there's gonna be a school shooting, school stabbing," classic. And then like he posted that to his social media, and that photo went onto like Google. When you Googled Orange High School, that picture came up. So like yeah. So that just freaked people out. But like something crazy. I don't think I'm allowed to say for legal reasons.
Why? What happened?
He just said
Have you guys ever had like the senior pranks, whatever, during schools? Yeah. Like those senior pranks.
Oh yeah, dude. The ones where people were just taking random shit.
Or like do some random shit.
Oh yeah.
There was this, one time in school that I guess they're trying to TP the school and stuff, and they were on the roof, but it went wrong because the kid fell off of the roof.
That kind of happened at Santa Ana too. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There was like this big window, and then I guess if you want to, yeah, you can literally. Okay, and then across the window, there's a huge ass fence that's like 12 feet tall, and I guess if you wanted to, you can jump from the window over the fence outside. But I'm telling you, that's so someone did, and it didn't end well for them. Well, people say she was pushed. People say she's stupid. That was probably should have been part of the conspiracy episode, but never know.
Was your school all about that school spirit or no?
I did see some kids there that did have school spirit. I certainly wasn't one of them, but people there they were pretty they were pretty high spirited. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, for my school, like you could tell, like obviously when you're a freshman, you show no school spirit, and as you progress, once you're a senior, you show the most school spirit. For me, again, I was like like you. Like I'm not. Yeah, if it's like for us, since for orange, right? For a spirit day in our school, if you're a senior, you have to wear orange. I would do that. I'll wear my orange.
Oh, I never did.
You know, do that. I did that, and mostly my school, since we're called like I went to Orange. It's called the ghetto school because in our district, like we have schools like Villa Park, El Medina, Orange, and we're always at the bottom because we're ghetto. But when it comes to like fundraisers, right? We always do this once a year, the leukemia fundraiser, like a penny drive, I guess they will call it. And out of like again, we're the ghetto school, right? And we come from broke parents. When you combine El Medina and Villa Park, what their fundraiser did, Orange did. We quadrupled it.
Really?
It, yeah. So out of like those, I guess the schools are more high class, I guess I would say. And Orange is the ghetto school. But yeah, we raise the most money for like awareness, leukemia awareness, cancer awareness. We always raise the most money, and they still cost the ghetto school.
Those are good people right there. I'll tell you that. What a very.
What about your school? Was yours? You also yourself? Were you into that whole school spirit stuff?
Nah, when they do like for like the colors,
yeah,
like for specific seniors, juniors, sophomores, and all that. when they had to wear the specific colors, I never did it.
You never did it.
The only thing I participated in was wearing pajamas. Wearing pajamas to school.
Oh, participating. Were you guys in any clubs?
No.
I was just in wrestling.
Just in wrestling?
Hmm. But yeah, not anything like I chose willingly to be after school. Yeah. No.
I was in hip hop club. I only joined because I wanted to learn a backflip. That's all. That's the only reason I learned to learn a backflip. I also got into it in my junior year because I was into video, and the video teacher was the advisor for hip hop club. And I told him, hey, for your next performances, can I shoot and edit your video? He's like, oh yeah, let's do that. And I got into it. So junior year, I joined hip hop club as their videographer. And senior year, I told my teacher, hey, can I just join? Because I want to learn how to do a backflip. That's the only reason I joined, because I want to learn a backflip. He's like, yeah. I'll teach you it. But first, I guess, but that, my senior year hip hop was the last year of hip hop. And it wasn't even hip hop club at this point. It was basically K-pop club and Latin dance club. The hip hop was gone. Yeah. So at times I'll tell him, hey, can you teach me some moves? He'll teach me how to do some spins, some handstands, and then he'll tell me, oh, go learn bachata with the girls over there. Oh, go and try to learn this routine with the K-pop girls over there. And in the end, I never got to learn my backflip.
Damn.
Never got to.
That's all you went for.
That's all I went for.
Your stories are super depressing, dude.
You guys ever take ceramics?
Ceramics. I wanted to take it, but
That clay.
yeah, I wanted to take it, but I chose video instead of that.
You ever done ceramics?
No, I don't even think we had anything like that.
No?
Didn't we? Not that I've seen. That sounds like, who the hell is going to do that in our school? Yeah. I don't think. We had like art. Yeah.
I mean, the free school has that. I found ceramics pretty fun. I took that 3 years. But I was
That's the stuff you make a bowl, right? Like,
yeah, like the clay and all that.
Mhm.
That's that type of stuff. I took the actual ceramics class my sophomore year, and then my junior and senior year I was just a TA for the teacher. But I mean, the teacher was that chill that I didn't do much. I was able to fucking play with, like, use the clay and make
I was
my own
about to
stuff.
say, why does ceramic teacher need a TA? You're just with clay.
I mean, I'd still help them out, like just passing out
Pass
their
it out.
works, their shit like that, and then I would be like in the back of the class, just throwing because when they have a used up clay that they don't use anymore, or their art projects that they made and they don't want to keep them, I have to wet them, and then when they're soft enough, I have to put it in like this machine to like make it usable again for them. So that's what I would be doing in the back, so that the teacher could be, teaching the class or like finishing up like paperwork that he needs to do. But I mean, most of the time I didn't have to do any of that because it would already be set, because he already had other TAs before I would be there, so they would already set that up for me. But I mean, I all I really did is that I would be like sitting at a table. I actually had people that I knew there, so I'd be sitting there with them and just fucking making a box or something. Or if they needed help, they didn't have to tell the teacher because I already knew what to do. But it sucked though, because I wanted to take my second year of ceramics, but they didn't have it no more the year I wanted it. So yeah. And that's the one where you spin the wheel, where the clay's in the middle and the wheel's spinning, and then you're just fucking creating something. Yeah, no.
As you guys can see, we're part of the class of 2020, which is basically the pandemic. During the pandemic, during COVID.
Did you guys get a walk?
I didn't get a walk.
I didn't want to do that.
We got a YouTube video. That's what we got. A
We had
YouTube
it.
slideshow.
Oh yeah, I think all the schools did, right? Yeah.
I don't think ours was on YouTube.
No.
Ours was, yeah. They were like, log into here, or go on this right here, and there I was. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, they just showed a picture, no?
Yeah, I just showed. Like,
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
was
never
like,
mind.
Yeah. Whack. I gotta walk my son being class of 2020.
Fuck you.
Mine's on YouTube though, also.
Since like the pandemic happened when we were about to graduate our senior year, did you guys get a prom or no?
Nah.
No, right?
Would you guys ever gonna go to prom?
I don't know.
Dude, nah, I never really wanted to. I mean, do you regret not going to your prom or anything?
That's the thing. I don't know if I would have gone or not have gone.
What if would you have gone with the girl, right?
That's the thing. I don't know if I would have gone with a girl or with my homies.
See, the thing for me is that the group I would hang out with were saying like, let's go to prom before the fucking COVID came, and I was just like, fuck it. I mean,
Also, you want it?
no, because we didn't get a prom, so that never happened. So
During the pandemic, I don't know if you guys also got this Instagram page pop up, but it was for the class of 2020, and it was because it's the pandemic year. So what they did for all the classes in California, they made a Discord group, and they had prom on Discord.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds a little sad.
I don't know. I didn't even attend. I don't know what
Man,
went
you're
on.
just saying sad stuff after sad stuff, man.
No, but like, hey, these were our school memories.
So out of high school, elementary, and middle school, which one did you guys like the best out of all of them?
I'd say my high school.
Yeah, I'd say high school. Yeah.
I think everyone would choose high school, huh?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, like I kind of miss elementary. Yo, dude, I mean, I think back, like I was really just like playing kickball, like easy as math, like 9 times 4. Like I didn't realize how good I got it. You know.
And you just missed recess.
Yeah, dude. So
Just
yeah, for
having
me,
that extra
probably
brain.
elementary.
Well, I mean, through my 3 years,
I know for sure.
Three schools, I've dislocated my shoulders before.
I know for sure Mendes was the worst. Yeah, that was.
I just didn't like middle school. I don't think nobody likes middle
I
school.
don't think anyone liked middle
Yeah,
school. Yeah.
No, but like this was a trip down memory lane of our school days. Yeah, so tell us what's your guys' favorite memory from school, if you have any.
We want to know everyone's school, their address, every type of information. Just put it down in the comments.
Your social security.
Everything. We need to know. It's very essential.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. See ya.